So it is no secret that SARs and CTRs and similar alerts from financial institutions are critical for these investigations into economic crimes or money laundering cases. Now, let me give you a picture of how it works. In my old office at the U.S. Attorney's Office in South Florida, every month prosecutors get together with approximately 10 agencies to go through approximately 125 to 150 SARs and CTRs from the financial institutions. It is an extremely important process because at that point, the agencies will start looking at the bank's reports to understand whether or not there actually is a case or a money laundering conspiracy or some sort of violation of federal law. Now, what is very important, what I want to make very clear, is that what is the most useful for law enforcement is for these SARs and CTRs to not just provide the data in a raw sense. Don't just give the law enforcement agencies the numbers or the number of the accounts or the amount of money, but try to do some analysis up front. For example, on top of the SARs, what would be very useful is 2 or 3 sentences that analyzes the situation. Why did the financial institution think that there was some suspicious activity? For example, if they believe that it's a check kiting conspiracy because the bank saw that there was checks floating around from 2 or 3 accounts that from open source data and sources, they were able to find out that these accounts were related. That's the kind of information that would be most useful for agencies. And the reason is because after those meetings, the agencies will then divvy up the SARs and the CTRs and they go to the appropriate agency. For example, if it's a securities type of violation, it'll go to the FBI. If it's a black market exchange situation, it can go to HSI or other agencies. So up front, the more analysis that the law enforcement can see from the financial institutions in these SARs and CTRs, the better the investigation. The clearer and easier investigation that can be conducted, and at that point you get to the right result. It is very, very important to follow the story, follow the money, and explain in very simple terms why the bank submitted this particular SAR.